See, the designer has lot and lot of risk compared to a manufacturing person. A manufacturing person, what he does is he just takes the manufacturing blueprint drawing and he just manufactures it. So there is no risk involved. There is only risk that he has to face is while manufacturing it. He has to make sure the tolerance is okay. He has to make sure the flatness is okay, and all those things he has to make sure. And right now the technology is so advanced that we have machines that are capable to maintain 2 microns. Minimum 2 microns can be maintained in CNC machine. So all those things, all those factors which in olden days was too critical. Okay, if you take 10 years back or 20 years back, so if you give some drawing, it is very difficult for them to get it manufactured because they had to maintain the tolerance so that it can made properly. So they had to do in lathe. So they needed very skilled laborers. Okay, and right now we don't need any skilled labors. We just need people who can just man the computers. They'll just give the program and they can just run it and they'll get it. So manufacturing people, they don't get paid that much. Okay, that is one of the reason, because most of the things is automated, and that's why most of people have lost the job also. So right now, if you take design for example, so even if you take 20-30 years also, that is not going to change. Okay, no computer can replace us. Okay, because design means it is completely of your experience and your knowledge. It completely depends on your experience and knowledge. See, you can break a company or make a
Yeah.
company. Okay, you can break or make a company. So whatever you're designing, so you have to see the feasibility. Okay, so the what I'm telling you is like what companies are looking for. They're looking for designers who can work on DFMA, FMEA, and the feasibility and everything. So if they give you a product, they'll tell you, design a watch for me or design a bottle for me. So or anything, design any like product for me. So what you
So,
have to do
what are the
is
softwares that you suggest me to like learn,
see
whichever is
if
needed?
you're looking for a job. First thing is you have to do SolidWorks. That is 100%. Then comes CATIA and NX Unigraphics. See, CATIA and Unigraphics basically it's very expensive softwares and it is usually used in MNCs. And there is no way MNCs will take freshers like this. Okay, freshers they'll take directly from colleges, like MITs or everything. So or else they'll just take this. They won't take like that. So if you learn CATIA, it's like you need at least 5 years experience or 4 years experience to get in Boeing or Honeywell or something. Companies like that. They have see Unigraphics and CATIA is like used only in MNCs. Okay, big multinational companies like at Boeing and everything. So SolidWorks is something relatively very inexpensive. The software price is like 4 lakhs or something. That is 4,000, $5,000. So most of the startup companies, okay, you have to focus on startup companies. You can write it down. So these are some things which I have learned and like learned from my experiences. So
Okay.
focus on startup companies because most of the startup companies they don't use CATIA, okay, because it's very expensive for them. So they'll stick to SolidWorks. So if you go to some industrial area or something, 99% of the companies will be using SolidWorks. So it is your what do you say, easy way in SolidWorks. So you have to not just learn SolidWorks. As I was telling you, what the skill set companies look for. So the companies look for skill sets like DFMA, FMEA, then feasibility. So if they give you a product to design, so what you have to do is you have to see the feasibility. How can you cut the price? Like how can you design in a manner in which you can reduce the price? Okay, and how can you design? So reducing the price, the quality should not reduce. Okay, so all these things, right? When if you are a skilled designer and if you know how to do all these things, what happens is no computer can replace you, and no one you'll be a asset to the company. Also, any recession or anything that happens that will never affect you. Even during recession, also you'll get a pay hike. So that's a thing that you have to focus on. And if you have such skills, if you do marketing also, you'll have future. Okay, it's like that. So what was I saying? Regarding SolidWorks, right? Yeah. So CATIA basically is MNC software, like big companies, Unigraphics and CATIA. So those companies, they require at least minimum 5 years of experience from your side. That's one thing. And anything else? Any other doubts?
No, that's it.
You're saying something. I was going to say something. I forgot. Yeah. So my name is Vishnu. Okay, I didn't introduce myself, right? I'm from India. My native is Kerala. I'm settled in Bangalore, India.
Uh,
So yeah, where are you from, India?
So, what are the languages that you speak?
I speak English, Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi done, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
know Tamil. I know Tamil language.
yeah, I know you're Dinesh, right? Sairam. Understood that time
Yeah.
only.
Okay.
I understood that time only. So how long have you been in US?
2 years.
2 years. Oh, okay, okay. So you have to focus, like you're doing part time, right now.
Yeah, it's actually a full-time job, but it's like a manufacturing work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good thing that you're in manufacturing. So focus, like right now, try to study like what are the mistakes people do, what are the things that you see, what you have to make notes. Okay, so there'll be, see, when you're designing something, what happens is right now a designer will be sitting inside an AC room, and the manufacturing person will be somewhere else. So you give a manufacturing drawing, then you give it to those people. So what happens is those people just there won't be a connect between the designer and the manufacturing person, so you won't know what difficulties they'll face. Okay, so like while
Okay.
manufacturing, there are many things that you have to keep in mind. Okay, like there'll be some places which you can't. So if you give some groove in a rectangular shape or something at some particular point, what happens is there'll be chipping. So the manufacturing person, he will know it. If he's sitting next to you, he'll tell you, okay, you can't do this. But you'll anyway just design it, since you don't have the manufacturing experience, and the person will have a lot of problem and he won't be able to manufacture it. As one more example is, so if you're creating a jig and fixture, okay, jig and fixture is something very mandatory for assemblies and everything. So what happen, as a designer point of view, what you'll do is you'll just give normal holes on the fixture, and you'll give normal holes on the jig, and you will give it for manufacturing. The manufacturing person will do as per 1:1. He'll do it. No, 1:1 he can't do it, so he'll manufacture it. Then when you bring it in and when you try to do the assembly, what will happen is the thing will be very tight or will be very loose. See, there'll be zero point 0.1 or 1 mm difference. Okay, there'll be some fluctuations. So what happens is the manufacturing CNC machines, they'll have uh, zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.3 factor of safety, so that some variations will be there. So what happens is when it's too tight or too loose, your entire manufacturing fails. It'll be like 1 lakh rupees or something for manufacturing all those jigs and fixes. So it's a complete loss to the company from your end. So what people do is, see, if you have the manufacturing knowledge and if you have the experience, you will directly give slots instead of hole. You'll give slot on the jig or you'll give slot on the fixture. So by giving slot, what you can do is you can adjust it. If it's too tight, you can make it little loose and you can tighten it. So like that, you can save a lot of money. Okay, so there'll be like small things, very small minute things, but if you have the manufacturing experience, you could have avoided all those mistakes in your design. Okay, so right now, since you're in manufacturing company, you should study key, like what are the difficulties, what are the things that you have to keep in mind. So if you're working in the sheet metal industry, there is something called K factor. What is K factor? How different materials have different K factors? How should I put it into design? So if you're manufacturing sheet metal design for aluminium, what is the K factor that I should give? Or if you're making for SS, what is the K factor I should give? What is the elongation that will happen when you're bending it? So all those things. See, when you're bending a sheet metal, you're working in a sheet metal company, right?
No, I'm working in Honda, car manufacturing.
Or car manufacturing. So you have sheet metal there.
Yeah, it's in the starting phase. Like I work in the painting section,
Okay.
painting and
glaze glaze line.
No, it's in assembly.
Okay, assembly painting. Okay, okay. So sheet metal, if you take for example, so if you're doing bending and everything, see if all metal is, see, you have to study metallurgy also. So if you're a designer, you have to study metallurgy also, how different metals react. So if you're bending aluminum, so tensile strength is more. So what will happen is it'll stretch. So when you're bending it, the length of the thing will increase a little. So if you're doing SS, it'll increase a little less. So there will be like little fluctuation. If you'll give 400 mm height, okay, 400 mm height, what will happen is there will be 401 mm or 402 mm, or else it'll be 398 mm. So there will be the difference in height. So all those factors you should take into consideration. So many things. It's very what do you say? Very critical. As a designer, you have to be very, what do you say, specific in whatever you're designing. Okay, that's why a designer gets paid more compared to a manufacturing person, because a designer can make or break a company. So what companies are looking for are the skilled designers who have experience in manufacturing. So if you're going for interviews also, you should make sure to tell them that I have manufacturing like, you don't have to tell them I was working paint line. They won't come and check in what you're doing. So you can see I was into like I used to do the inspection. I used to see what are the faults. So I have a little insight key, what are the things, that factors that I should keep in mind while designing a product. So something like that you have to say. You have to tell, uh, express yourself in a way that you are a person who knows manufacturing, like you have little knowledge, insight into manufacturing things. So you have to do that, or else you can just look for other companies who are into manufacturing, because it's a starting, right? So you have done your masters. So what happens is most companies, they don't look for degrees now. You know that
Which one? Most companies?
they don't look for degrees now. They don't see if you're M Tech.
Oh yeah,
They don't see that. And
yeah.
since
They are
you,
looking for experiences.
yeah, they see the experience. They have no interest in what your marks is. They have no interest in what your degree is. So that's how the time is changing. So even if you do masters, people don't because they only look for your experience and your skill set. Okay, so what you have to do is in your free time, you have to just watch YouTube videos regarding manufacturing, lathe machine, how turning is done, how facing is done, how CNC milling is done. So all those things you have to just look into it, and you have to start preparing yourself from base up. Okay, since you're masters, you're like most of places you're overqualified. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, most companies you're overqualified. So even my sister, what happened is she is like in masters, and she was like really good, like 8 CGPA or something like that, more than that. So still, wherever she was applying, she was like getting overqualified. Because the thing is, like masters, like if you're just continuously studying, right? After engineering, you studied 4 years, then you go masters, you study 2 years. You have no in-hand experience, right? You have no in-hand experience, so all you have is book knowledge. Book knowledge doesn't help you anywhere. So you have to get your hands dirty. So you have to see to it ki what are the difficulties, what are the things that's happening in a manufacturing industry. So if you, once you improve your skill set, what you can do is you can aramsely become a project manager, right? So you can handle different teams, so your value increases.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you have to focus. So I have just given you a roadmap, so you have to just try to follow it like that. Then you can just like once everything is done, you can just like Junaid did, say 3 years you work in some mechanical industry, like core mechanical industry. You just try like something like sheet metal or something. Even right now, if you can just try to like you can work for very like if you have the money, you can work for free also, because right now your focus should be on improving your knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're like staying there with your family, or if you're staying there with your cousins or something, and if you don't have much money problem, so you can like work for free. You can ask them, sir, I need to improve my skill set. So you can tell I'm a designer, or else I'm just doing my M Tech. So I just want to improve my skill set. So please let me work here. I'll do it for free also. So 1 year, if you sacrifice 1 year also, it'll be a great thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Actually, like I
yeah.
educational loan, so
What?
that's a big one. I came through an educational loan here.
Yeah.
So
Then
after
then 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 don't.
this
Then don't.
degree, like
Then don't.
yeah, so like after doing working for like 2 3 years, like after finishing my loan, yeah, I have an idea an MBA or something.
Yeah, MBA, you what you do is do correspondence. Okay, do it parallelly. See, MBA is mostly of how, like, see, don't think about degrees. Okay, don't think, never think about degrees. See, if you are a skilled person, if you have the theoretical knowledge, okay, if you have this, and what you have to do is right now you start preparing. Try to make contacts, or like if you go into some company or something, try to get their numbers. Okay, marketing is like getting work done, like getting the business, right? So for business, what you need is contacts. No matter how many degrees, MBA degrees you have, like your value increases with the contacts. So if you have more contacts, the more you get paid. That's all marketing is. So even if you have a correspondence or fake degree of MBA, also you can survive. That's the advantage of MBA. Okay. So
Okay.
it's all in the contacts, how much contacts you have. So what you can do is, like, if you're going meeting somebody, you can just take contacts for from everyone and try to improve your LinkedIn. In LinkedIn also, you can just try to keep updating yourself and try to make as much as contacts as possible.
Okay.
Okay, I think we'll do the
So is
demo.
there like anything possibility like to change the class timings like 1 hour before or anytime?
The thing is, see, I wake up at 5:30. Okay, for the class,
Oh.
5:30 a.m. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so after this, I have to go to my office. So 8:30, I'll leave to my office. 8 o'clock, I'll get no, 8 o'clock, I'll get over here. I'll take bath at
Yeah,
9 something. I'll go to my
I
office.
know the same thing I'm doing. Like I'm like after this, it's time 9 o'clock, 9:15 now. So like
Hmm.
yeah, there's the classes from 6:30 to 8:30. Then it's going to be 10:30 for me, and then I will be waking up at 3:30 for myself, and then take bath and then start for my company. I think it
Hmm.
starts at for me
So for
5:30,
me also.
5:45. Yeah, I have to clock in by 5:30. The shift starts at 5:45.
So that's one more
I'm
thing
working
because,
at it.
yeah. So for me, if I go to office, I'll reach home at 9:30 at night. So there is literally no other time I can manage.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just checking.
So
Is there
right.
some other class?
Yeah. So
Okay.
right now workload is also more. We are like working on 2 3 projects. So it's like seriously, I don't know what time I'll reach home. There has been time when I used to reach home at 1 a.m.
So, like, even if I miss classes, like, I will be having the recordings, right?
Hmm.
Excellent. Thank you.
You'll have your recordings. And if you have any doubts, also you can ask me. I don't know, like, there is supposed to be like more people joining in. Only one
But I
person.
think everyone's waiting for the recordings. I don't know.
Yeah, that is also there. There's like, no, no, they want. Yeah.
Yeah, but basically, like, having an interaction with each other and then asking doubts during a class is better
Hmm.
than recorded video.
Yeah, exactly. So if you see my videos, like most of the things, like what I do is, see, whatever knowledge I have, whatever industrial knowledge I have, I'll try to put it into that. Okay, everything. So once the class is done, you'll be more into, you'll understand how things work. So you'll get a complete idea. So what happens is, like when I was like a fresher, right? So I used to be like literally blank. I used to think what is happening inside industry. I used to scratch my head. Okay, I used to never get an idea ki what is going inside, how things are working. So it used to be literally blank, and I used to be like, so I used to be like, what, I am not getting any idea ki what is happening inside. So I don't want you people to have such issues. So I'll, whatever I know, whatever experiences I have, whatever things I have, whatever I have known, whatever I have studied, all those things I'll try to incorporate in this. So you'll get a clear picture ki how
Okay,
industry
so
works.
how is the classes going to be like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? You're going to teach us, and then is there going to be any assignments or something on Saturdays and Sundays?
Yeah, assignments I will give. Say the thing is, see, I give assignments like most people, they don't do it. So I just literally like, what the hell. So I used to, yeah, I just see starting. I'll tell them, okay, do this, do that. I used to give proper assignments, but some people like they're like people who do it really well. So I focus on them, and people who don't do it, I just don't bother because I there's no point in forcing people to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't bother about them. Like whoever does it, I focus on them more because people who do it, they
Okay.
have that will, like they need to like study it. They need to improve the skill set. So I focus on them. Like that. Okay. Yeah, you're saying?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, like, do you have any video of the guide to?
Video of? I didn't understand.
Video to
Yeah.
install the CATIA software?
Oh, installing the CATIA software. See, the CATIA installation is very simple. It's just child's play. So what you have to do is, can you see the screen? Oh, I think I have not put. Okay,
No.
okay, okay. See, you have downloaded the CATIA, right?
Yeah.
So after once CATIA is
So do
downloaded,
I have to just give next, 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 or do I have
yeah,
to?
yeah, exactly. Just give next, 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 next. Once installation is done, don't open it. So you'll get this CATIA
Okay, so
logo
in
here.
between, like, it was asking me to choose some.
It doesn't ask
Okay.
anything. Just give next.
Yeah, I got it.
So here, once it's installed, in your installation folder, there's a crack, right? There's a crack right in the installation
Yeah.
folder. So that you just have to copy paste. Oh. See, this is your CATIA. See here, new folder, you'll have crack. So inside crack, you'll have a folder like this, right? Have you found this?
Okay.
So once you have this, so just right click copy. Then in desktop, once you installed it, you'll have this icon here. Okay, can you see this icon?
Okay.
Yeah, so right click on this icon,
Yeah.
open file location, click this, and here you
Then.
do paste. Okay, and you just give rewrite. Okay, overwrite. Just once you
Okay.
copy, they'll say the same folder is there. So you write rewrite. So once that is done, you can just open cat. As simple as it is. Understood? No trouble
Okay.
whatsoever. No trouble whatsoever. Any other doubts?
No, that's it.
Okay, I think we'll start from tomorrow. Mostly some,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, we'll do that.
Actually, like
So
I was like seeing a YouTube doing that, so I didn't have any idea what I was doing.
yeah, it's simple, right? Nothing, just copy paste it and it'll be done.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just reminding you, like when you're installing anything, installing any this thing, any softwares, cracked one. So make sure you turn off your internet. Okay,
Okay. Yeah. So I will just reinstall it again.
and short. So I was in that attitude. So when I took this project, So they asked to make the first change. So when I made the changes, everything I had to change it. Then again, second change. Then again, I have to change it. So that one project, it took me 2 months to complete. Just imagine, 2 months to complete a single project. So that was when I realized ki there is more to design than we think. So we think if you're good at design, you can complete it within fraction of seconds, but it doesn't have a work like that. So you should be prepared for all those things, like all modifications, design changes. So you should design everything in a manner in which you can link it all. So everything, if you make some changes here, everything should reflect those changes. And even that is more, what do you say? It is like you need a lot of precision. It's more like you're a surgeon. Okay, if something becomes wrong, then the whole thing becomes wrong. So it's very critical when you're doing such kinds of designing. So there's a lot of things that you should know. So this is one more project that I had done. I don't know if this is a video. So this is one more. This is DAO makers. So this I had done long back. So this is animation. So So even in this also we had to do a lot of modifications. So they'll give their suggestion, we'll put our suggestions, and we'll design it in a manner in which we can satisfy both. Okay, so it's like that. A lot of projects that we have done. And see, I'll give one more example. This is a small project. So in this
Yeah.
also, yeah, in this also we had to do some modifications. So
Yeah, actually, it's like lagging a lot. So how
yeah,
will I be able to
yeah, yeah, okay,
see
yeah.
the software when you?
That is only for SolidWorks. Cat doesn't have a problem because SolidWorks it gives user data. So like what do you say? So background, what happens is it just that is okay. That we can fix it. Then I'll just turn off that server thing. Okay, take something. In solid in Cat also we have parametric modeling.
Okay.
So parametric modeling is very important. So so the advantage of parametric modeling is you can just remove after a long time I'm opening this. So yeah, relation. See, I have applied relations, offset length, and something. I don't remember this properly. I will see. So this thing is pattern first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like the same model. So they need 5 different types. Okay, they wanted 5 different types of this product. So I did everything in one single thing. Okay, so that's the advantage of knowing parametric modeling. So this was 5 models that I did in one single thing. So I'll give two. Pattern first direction. Two. Okay. Right. And given something else. It depends on this. It's a length between this offset length. Let's see. Offset length. I'll give 200. We'll see what happens. So 5 different models. I did it in one only. So that's how I did it. So you can see here. See it's linked. Okay. So when I change this value, automatically this thing became 2. Something like that. Yeah. So 5 different models I had done using this. So that's the advantage of using parametric modeling. So you have to update it. Automatically it'll come and it'll fix it. So some other relations I had applied. I don't remember, it was long back, 1 year back. So 5 different things I did using just one single model. Okay, understood?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's wind up for today.
Okay.
Okay. Good night then. So if you have
Yeah.
any doubts,
Thank
you
you.
can just ping me. I'll give you my WhatsApp number. So you can just take it 966 339 1510.
Is it an Indian number?
Yes, Indian number.
Okay. Just
It's WhatsApp. You
nine
have
double
what's 966 339 1510.
1510.
Yeah. See, it's there in the chat. It's my WhatsApp number.
Okay.
So you just
Let
have
me
to
just.
add +91.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you
Huh?
get it?